So I've got one more race to go for this Dodge Hellcat. There was an issue here which I'm sure many of you are aware of with tabs 9, which was an autocross at Le Mans. That was 35 seconds, that was just ridiculous, you just couldn't do it. And then from there I managed to get third on that. And then after that there was this speed snap here at Paul's test track, and that was way worse. It was like 50 kph too slow or something ridiculous. And then after that there was this autocross at Daytona. That was total, I mean I was 15 seconds too slow on a, I think I did about 50 seconds or something, and it was 15 seconds too slow. So there's 3 problems, but they've sorted them out, so I've since completed them. So if you've had trouble with any of them, they've fixed that now. I've gone on, I've got one race to go, which is this Silverstone Grand Prix. So I was going to have a quick just a quick talk about really what the car looks like and what my thoughts on it are. Oh, obviously that PR there, she mentioned that, so you need a PR of 47 to complete this to get the car. Now I did go ahead and fully upgrade it, but if you're obviously less than that, you need to upgrade it to 47 to be able to enter this race, which is the highest PR on here. So that's that. Now obviously it's got 368 kph top speed. Crows are making a right racket. 3.2 acceleration, 110 grip. So it's a I would say it's a middle of the range type car, sort of pro stroke expert master, somewhere around there. It's better than the other Challengers and stuff about, but it's not a brilliant car by any stretch of the imagination. It seems to me quite fast and grippier than what that suggests, but it's certainly not, you know, like some of the later newer ones that we have had have been fantastically grippy. This isn't like that. It's not a bad car, so it's quite well balanced. I think it's just going to get a lot of negativity because of the. Have a little quick look at the old. Shame you can't see that while you're driving that mirror. I think you just never can. It's quite weird that you can't see that. It seems a big old Buster's ride, that's for sure, but that's exactly what you'd expect anyway. Now I'm presuming since they've fixed the glitch, which sometimes they set the bar far too high, they put the parameters in wrong, and the like the autocross and the speed snaps and what have you, where it's totally impossible, they set them up for, I'm pretty sure, like the wrong car. They just put the parameters for, say, a Regera or something stupid, and then expect you to try and do it in this car. So, but they, you know, once they came back into work, once they sauntered in on a Monday morning, like often happens, they have a little look, see all the complaints, and then go and alter it, and then they make it usually far too easy. But it's to I don't know whether it's done on purpose or not. It makes you wonder whether it is done on purpose, because it seems to happen quite a lot really. And if you know, if you are a business and stuff, and you sort of, people see that they're too slow, so the first thing they do out is go and spend some of the gold. If they haven't got any gold, obviously they might well go and buy some gold. So like as a business thing, it's probably a good idea for them to do it, but as a player, I'm sure they must have got many complaints on their Facebook page in particular. If you're not aware of that anyway, there is a Facebook page where they do look at, and it is just called Real Racing if you do a search for it. I went ahead and fully upgraded this car. I've got to the stage now in the game that I can afford to do that on, you know, some of the cars, probably more than what most people can do. When it comes to, I messed that right up, haven't I? When it comes to goals, going through the events, I normally upgrade to about, if you say got 28 parts to a fully upgraded car, I normally go to about between 19 and 21, and I will still be doing that. I'm not just going to go fully upgrading everything, even if I can afford to do it. Normally if I'm recording it, that is, normally I will do it to about 19 or 20, because that's a pretty good benchmark. Most people can judge from whether you have a few more or a few less, or obviously the same. I do know that if I was to fully upgrade it, then a lot of people, you know, won't relate to what you can afford. This seems to be a bit blocky, this gameplay. Let's try changing the view. After they've done the glitch, they still look blocky to me. That in the past has meant I've got problems with Wi-Fi. That looks definitely a bit blocky. I mean, there's no way I could play with that going on all day. Sometimes if I pause it and put on it, don't want that, do I? Put on an assist, it sometimes goes away for some unknown reason. Not that I like using them, but if it means the screen's not all staggering, then obviously it's going to be worth doing. This is obviously called a Hellcat because of that stupid noise it makes. They're obviously replicating it in the game from what it does in real life. It must have something to do with the engine setup. I don't know anything about the car. It's got twin turbos or something, and it makes a funny noise as it goes up through the gears. And it might actually be a very good replication. I've no idea, but it's blooming annoying, I know that. When I first did it, I thought it was, when I first got on this car, because it was quite late, I thought it was some sort of cat outside and it was stuck or something. That's what I thought it was. So as usual, I put myself right in trouble by going in chase view for 2 laps. We've got some back markers which will help. So yeah, cockpit view I think is quite plain. I'm not even halfway around the lap yet, so this should be a comfortable win anyway. Obviously leave me some comments what your thoughts of the car are. Try not to be sort of too negative about the where we had the glitch and stuff, because you know it affected all of us, so in time we'll all forget it. It's annoying at the time because you know you start doing the car and you want to win it, but I found with some of the videos I've done in the past, if they've been, you know, if it's something messed up in the game, then everyone just puts a dislike straight away because they don't like the car, or they've got the ump with fire monkeys and stuff. And obviously I have nothing to do with them whatsoever. I just a bloke who records how he goes through the game. That is all I ever have done. But if we have problems with the game itself, then I seem to get a lot of thumbs down because people have got the ump with the game, which it's nothing to do with me. Nothing to do with me, officer. Right, so that's always going to be the car, and that was quite a tough last race really. So if you have got the PR recommended what they're saying you have, that's going to be quite difficult, I think. Obviously, so I've done sort of 6 minutes 58 there, so obviously have a look at your time once you get there. Obviously I do know I was quite a lot slower because I'm in chase view anyway, and I'm always slow in chase view, and I didn't cut any corners either, which if I weren't recording I might well be chopping them all off if need be. I don't mind cutting corners at all, but when I do the recording I try and do it sort of the right way, if you know what I mean. So then when you sort of look at it and think, oh yeah, we've chopped a few corners off, I'll save 5 seconds and it's going to be easy, then all well and good. I don't know what car's coming up next. I presume it's got to be the Jaguar, I think. Right, so you get 20 gold, 20,000 racing dollars. I don't know what I give racing dollars. I think it's just negligible for anyone at any position. You've just completed that. Obviously it was impossible yesterday, but today very easy. Apart from the last one, as I say, that might be quite a hard race, I would think. The next one, what have we got next? I think the next one, I'm pretty sure, is going to be the. Oh, you got that career race. When's that? I think that's it. Right, so there's a gauntlet, or you can open it September the 19th. So is that first or the Jag first? I presume the Jag's going to be next. September the 19th on that one, September the 5th, so the Jag should be next. So that's probably within the next week, I would think. And that's going to be a proper stage 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, whatever. The usual one, by the look at it anyway. Yeah, leave us a comment on the latest car. Let me know what you think of it, and I'll see you on that Jag one up pretty soon. See you then, cheers.